Hello, I'm at the Marketplace Mall in Champaign. Now, this by far is not a dead mall. I mean, this is a very thriving mall. I mean, this mall does have a lot of money because of University of Illinois and the students and all the professors. A lot of high-paying jobs in this area. So this is a very thriving mall. I did some quick corridor shots and everything. I like the center court architecture, so I kind of focused on that. It's beautiful. Um, so, so I forgot to look up the history on this mall, but it was built in the 70s. It was originally anchored by a J.C. Penney's, Bergner's, and Sears. Sears closed, I think, like 2013 or 12 or something, replaced by a Dick's Sporting Goods. Um, this part was built in 1999. The Macy's. It was built as a famous bar. 2006, it turned into a Macy's. Um, so, and then from what I heard, the J.C. Penney's closed, I think, in like '99, and then reopened in 2004. It was originally a two-story store. I mean, from the looks of it on the outside, it was a two-story store, but I think they combined it just into one floor. I walked through it. I didn't tape inside of it, but it's all on one floor now. Let's go into the mall, take a tour. It's a beautiful mall, and I'll be back to wrap it up. Check out the center court. Beautiful architecture. It's an Italian Tuscan theme for this mall. And they really did a good job. They renovated this in 1999. Like that Francesca's facade. That Forever 21, that's moving. It seems to be a shoe department in every single mall I go to now. It must be a growing company. Also good for a dead mall filler. This mall has a lot of upmarket stores in it. There's a Pandora that's coming up on the right. Very nice store there. We're coming back up on upon the center court. Gonna head down towards Bergner's. And look at that center court. It's really nice. I love it. A lot of jewelry stores in this mall too. There's a close up of the Francesca's facade. That's nice. Gonna hear a lot of gates opening. I was in here before 10 o'clock, before the mall opened. So it was pretty empty at this time, as to be expected. So wasn't too many people in the mall. A modern Victoria's Secret. We're gonna be coming up on Old Navy, but I had to go around because there's like people kind of crowded around it. I didn't want to like get them into the shot or anything. It's not my intention to record customers. It's my intention is to record the mall itself. Looking at the architecture, looking at the history of it, preserving the history. Okay, and we're coming up on Bergner, so we're going to take a tour of the second floor of the Bergners. We are on the second floor of the Bergners. As you can see, parts of the men's department starting to empty out. There's furniture filler there right now. The The reason why I didn't do the first floor was because there's a lot of sales associates, particularly at the fragrance counters and all that. And then there's a lot of customers as a result of that. So we're just going to focus on the second floor, which has the men's department, furniture, and home and kitchenware. As you can see, the housewares, it's still very well stocked. Prices are now 40 to 70% off, and this was as of June 16th of 2018. It looks like the associates keep the store up pretty well. I mean, it looks very clean. But there is starting to be a lot of stock coming out of the back room. So there's like starting to be a lot of like one item, like a lot of vacuum cleaners, a lot of everything. There's also children's on this floor too. Children's, and then I saw maternity wear as well. Alright, now we're coming up on the men's department. That green carpet, I think it's ugly. But at this point, it doesn't matter. The store's closing. Who knows how long that green carpeting's been there. But it's ugly nonetheless. The outerwear, the coats, they're 70% off now. So it's where they're supposed to be for this time of the year in the summer. And now we're coming up. We are in Champaign, Illinois, University of Illinois, the home of the Fighting Illini. And then take a look at this here. Iowa Hawkeyes. That doesn't make sense at all. And this table that's coming up, I mean, it needs to be straightened out. I mean, the customers are starting to dig through stuff. Starting to mess it up. I don't know why customers do that. Just because it's a closing sale, they just think they can just tear up the store. Rest of the department looks nice, though. Still a lot of Hawaiian shirts. Still pretty well stocked. I think stuff is going to start moving quicker, though, now that like everything's starting to become like 40, 50% off. Now this coming up, it looks like a fire hazard. The escalators are broke, and the only way to like get out of the store to get downstairs, because there's no upper level entrance into the mall because it's one floor, is the elevator. So if there's a fire in the store, where do you go? Now we're in the kids department, heading toward the elevator. And we're going to head back out to the mall and tour the rest of it. I'll see you out there. Okay, now we are headed down towards Macy's. I don't think I've seen one empty storefront in this mall. I mean, this mall I think is almost 100% leased. A lot of quality stores here. Now this dry goods that's coming up, now I just realized, I just found out through research that Von Mauer owns the dry goods store. They started that chain in 2010, the first store being at my mall, Fox Valley Mall in Aurora. So just a little fun fact about dry goods. Bath and Body Works, they're investing more into this mall by opening a bigger store, whereas like smaller rural malls, they've been just letting them be outdated. Okay, now we're heading down towards Dick's Sporting Goods. Now in this wing, there are two new stores that are coming in, and they're huge stores. One of them being an H&M store. Um, One thing I don't like about H&M is they don't have my size of clothes. All they do is they go up to 1X in men's. I like 2X. So the only place I could get clothes if I wanted something from H&M is online, which I don't like shopping online. I like shopping here at the mall. There's a temporary Bath and Body Works until they move into that new space down by Macy's. And Forever 21, it's going to be next to that Dick's Sporting Goods. And I will be back with some final thoughts. Okay, so this mall was built in 1975, and as I said earlier in the video, renovated in 1999. Now I've only been to this mall once, maybe twice. I think once in '99 while it was being renovated, and then once sometime in the mid 2000s. But this mall pretty much says itself. It's thriving. It's leased out pretty good. If whenever Bergner's closes, it's not going to put a as much of a blow on the mall because it's thriving already. Maybe another department store could come in. Dillard's, I think, would do well. Von Mauer, maybe Belk would maybe come up into Illinois. Who knows? So on that note, I'm just gonna just wrap it up here. The next mall I'm gonna upload is the Lincoln Square Mall that's in Urbana. That's gonna be a treat because there's a lot of vintage stuff in there, especially the hotel. So God bless you, and I will see you soon, and enjoy your summer.